So today's Bible lesson. I don't know why this thing won't auto-rotate, but it says, "For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons." That is Romans 8:14. And it reads the entire book of Romans 8 about the assurance of salvation. Every Christian wants to be assured that he is actually saved. Many people wander around in the flesh believing that they're saved. But if they read this chapter, it becomes the actual measure of salvation. It is a really good chapter to read if you want the assurance that you are indeed saved. This particular verse says that those who are walking in the Spirit of God are the sons of God. If we're led by the Spirit of God, what does that mean? What Paul is trying to tell us here is that if we are walking in the Spirit of God, then we are actually going to kill the sin in our lives. We're going to want it dead in order to please God, to glorify Him. You see, people who are not in the Spirit, who are still walking in the flesh, don't really want to kill their sin. People who lie don't want to stop lying. People who gossip don't want to stop gossiping. If they do put on some resemblance of killing their sin, it's just so they'll look better, not because they want to please God. Paul tells us here that if we truly want to be the sons of God, the children of God, then we're going to be led by the Spirit. So one assurance of our salvation is this. We ask ourselves the question, am I trying to kill my own sin because I want to please God? If the answer to that question is yes, then you are the child of God. That is evidence that the Spirit lives in you, because only the Spirit in you would want to put an end to the sin in your life. If you want assurance of salvation, look within to see what your motivations are for ending your own sin. And then the Lord's Prayer. Father, I thank you for giving me assurance of my salvation. I ask that you help me to examine my heart to see what my motivations are. I want to kill my own sin because I know that it pleases you. I want to stop any sin in my life because I want you to be glorified and I want to be your child. Help me to be led by your Spirit so that you may call me your child. Amen. You know, this inspirations part is, it's somebody else's interpretation. Killing is a sin. So if you kill your sin, what's your sin? What are your sins? My sins? I'm a potty mouth. I drink too many energy drinks. Smoke cigarettes. That's about it. I don't eat fish on Fridays like I should. Otherwise, I don't really have any sins. I'm not a philanderer. I don't drink, do drugs, beat women, molest children, conduct illegal business. Maybe another one of my sins would be not wanting to do the dishes right away. I don't know, though. I don't think not wanting to do the dishes right away is a sin. It's more a lack of motivation issue, which is kind of strange because the energy drink should give me some kind of motivation. Sin. Kill the sin. You know, this was another reason why why law enforcement wanted me to stop teaching the word of Christ, because the mentioning of killing and not trying to glorify illegal actions like killing, because killing is illegal. Killing people is illegal. Some animals is illegal. gossiping. I don't really gossip. I don't have anything to gossip about. I don't know anything about anybody else. I just know what I've personally been through. I can't call it. I don't know. But today's lessons from the good book are about murder, the first real criminal. So it's Genesis chapter 4. If you've ever read the Bible, then you know that this is about Adam and Eve's son Cain, who killed his brother. And then, instead of punishing Cain for killing his brother, what he did was banished him to another part of Eden.
Do you have tons of photos just stuck on your phone?
God. Genesis chapter 5. So all that work I put into religion, going to theological school, being a preacher of three different Christian churches, a couple of Catholic churches, operating the church camp. It was all for naught. So they don't want me to glorify. They don't want me to glorify Christ, but they have no problem glorifying or letting the Taliban talk for them, right? Because they won't talk to me, they'll only talk to Chris, and he talks to pedophiles, and he talked to the Taliban when they came to this fucking hotel, and there's other people at this hotel that had illegal contact with terrorist organizational members. And these are people that have committed genocide against the natives of a different country. And, you know, at least I take people to a real court where they have real rights. You know, I did my due diligence. These people believe in something else completely, though. What they believe in is pedophilia is okay. Touching little kids is alright. Spying on people. Eavesdropping. You know, I normally have my television turned up. I have the heater on so that I have constant noise in here, so that I don't hear other people's interactions with each other and what they do in their daily fucking lives. These people are the opposite of that. They specifically listen for things. They purposely do shit. They know it's against the law. They don't fucking care, and then they want to say, oh, well, we have a right to do this. You know, your rights don't matter, or, you know, they ignorance of the law is no excuse. These people know what the hell they're doing. It's not ignorance of the law. They're knowingly violating my right to privacy. You know. And it's these fucking people at the front desk that are all illegal. You got a pedophile, you got his fucking buddies, you got fucking multiple burglars that fucking work here. All of them are barred from fucking working at this motel or any other. They're not allowed. They can't be trusted with people's personal information because they use my personal information they got from the front desk to go to my grandma's house and fucking rob her. That's what they did. They stole my international certification for being DEA. I've had my articles of confederation come up missing for DevGru, and nobody had my address except for these fucking people. Now, I have literally taken all these people to court. I can't take them to court over the same shit again. There is a law here in Indiana and most other states that refers to double jeopardy. You can't keep arresting and rearresting and charging somebody with the same crime over and over and over and over. It's redundant. That just adds to the recidivism rate. It's not the purpose of law. So I can't take these people to court because they keep just committing the same bullshit crime over and over and over. And plus, I don't have fucking time to do that. I mean, I have time, but I'm not going to come out of my pocket because it's not free to fucking file charges against these people. It's not free to fucking file the paperwork. It's not free. It's not free. It's not free. Shit costs money in this country. At this point, I almost, when I think back through time, I should have beat every one of my girlfriends. Because every person that I know or have known in the past that has laid their hands on their woman in violation of the fucking law, they still talk and kick it and all kinds of shit. I'm the one fucking person I ain't ever put my fucking hands on a woman. Not one of them wants to talk to me. None of them. No physical violence. No nothing. I should have been just a straight up fucking horrible person. I should have been just a shithead. I should have told my ex-wife's family to get fucked. You know, because, I mean, they took me to fucking court and made me try to look like a fucking terrorist. Like an identity thief. I mean, I don't even know. They were trying to help some fucking queer. They were trying to help the EPA here in Fort Wayne. That illegally took me to fucking court and accused me of polluting the groundwater, which never fucking happened. Never fucking happened. They literally had no scientific proof at all. But due to the corruption and the corruptibility of them and everybody else that's involved with all that bullshit downtown. A perfect example is on my Instagram page. You know, fucking TRA's, their TRAA's employees' last names: Booher, Legg, Bureau, Mans. Then you got all these worthless fucking people that they put around me, right? So the same shit happened the last time. And look, I've already taken these motherfuckers next door to fucking court too, and they show right back up because they want to fucking eavesdrop. They're fucking black people. Nothing better to do than fucking invade people's fucking right to privacy. Because that's what they fucking do. You want to talk about voyeurism and why those laws were created? The black community. They got a nasty habit of fucking peeping in windows. They got a nasty habit of doing a lot of weird shit. Yeah, the white community has that problem too. I can honestly say I've never heard of a fucking Native American being a voyeur. The voyeurism laws were written because of a specific community's actions towards other people. And you got shit to do with discrimination. It has guilt. And I've already taken multiple members of that fucking community to court for illegal fucking communications monitoring, eavesdropping, just like the Fort Wayne Police Department. The only fucking agencies that I haven't taken to fucking court in this area, two, the fire department here in Fort Wayne, because I've taken everybody else to fucking court. So the Fort Wayne Fire Department and TRAA, because those are two big issues. You know, even when I take these fucking worthless cocksuckers to court, I get summary judgments handed down to me, but all of a sudden I turn into a fucking black person or something. Yeah, my skin is still tan and motherfucking white. Not Caucasian like the state of Indiana DCS would want you to think, because they said I was a Caucasian male. Well, I don't descend from fucking Asians. I don't descend from fucking people from India. Native Americans, they took a long hike over the ice shelves many millennia ago. Never went near fucking India. And Asia wasn't even Asia then, because it was frozen. There was no Asia. It was Pangea. I saw some misinformation on some news outlets last night that were mentioning Native Americans that had walked or were from India. That's just not true. This pedophile that illegally works here would have you think that, but he's a fucking pedophile. I caught him and his wife fucking diddling a kid. I went downstairs one day to pay my rent when the sheriff's department was here to serve his fucking warrants, and he was about to take a line of coke to the face. So he got charged with pedophilia and narcotics violations. And then he tried to use my social security number for him fucking self because he's illegal. Him, his fucking family, they're all fucking illegal immigrants. The people of this community are just absolute fucking human garbage. I don't understand why I can't meet good people. Why do I have to fucking meet worthless trash like these fucking people next door? Both sides of me. Ain't none of them better. Fucking 2 pedophiles move the fuck out of here. And what they do, they send some more fucking piece of shit worthless people up here. And it's the same fucking 2. It's a dude and his fucking black old lady. And these are the same people that I've taken to fucking court for eavesdropping. For purposeful fucking listening of other people's business. Invasion of privacy. Medically, I have to make these videos. I'm not allowed to hold this shit in. I'm supposed to speak my mind freely and tell how I feel. There's medical reasons why I have to do this. Whereas there's not medical reasons why these illegal fucking employees of this business have to keep this job. Other than they're fucking illegal. He's not allowed to have acts. He's not allowed to work at that front desk. None of them are. Not one single person that currently works here is allowed to work at that front desk. They're not allowed behind that door. They're not allowed to operate a business. None of them. They're all barred. Because they took personal information and then robbed a blind 80-something-year-old lady who was partially deaf too. So she had macular degeneration that was really, really bad, and she could only see about 2.5 feet in front of her. She couldn't walk, and she was blind. Not totally blind, but she was legally blind. What did the city of Fort Wayne do? A little slap on the fucking wrist. Just like they did that fucking pedophile at the YMCA for his child pornography they found on his work computer. Gave him 6 months of probation. Those kind of people should be dragged outside the fucking building and shot on sight. I'm not even saying the pedophile should have. He should at least got a fair chance in court. That wasn't fair. And the commissioners and shit and everybody else, look, there's a certain amount of people that can say, hey, that's not good. There's literally people whose job it is to read the newspaper to try and find shit like that's happened and then reverse the course of that injustice. That's not happening. Six months for child porn at the YMCA. Caught the fucking Indian dude that works here that's got 3 thumbs and is a product of fucking incest, and his motherfucking wife molesting a child next door. I've already previously shut down this business and took over operations of this business because of these people's illegal fucking actions. In which I got robbed at gunpoint. Not this motherfucker downstairs. Because I don't know if his real name's Chris. I don't know what his fucking last name. I don't remember. I don't care what his fucking name is. He's fucking illegal. The motherfucker's faced multiple felony charges. He ain't allowed to fucking work at any motel. He's barred. He's barred. The skinhead fat dude with no fucking teeth is barred. His old lady can't fucking work there because it's his fucking old lady and she was a fucking culprit in the whole matter. You know, willfully complaint in that fucking crime. These people across the fucking way that the fucking Navy's paying my fucking veterans' wages, they're fucking involved. You know, I had him arrested, I had Chris arrested, I had that fucking skinhead dude arrested. Pedophiles, for example, aren't allowed to fucking live in motels. Why? Because it's a place for tourists that bring their kids on vacation and stuff. So like this black dude on the other side of my fucking wall, the one right over there where there's a mirror, he ain't allowed here. The difference between me and everybody else, I don't like fucking pedophiles. These people have no fucking problem with people that touch children for sexual gratification. They have no fucking problem. That makes him a perfect case study for a psychologist, a forensic psychologist. Because there is something fundamentally wrong with the way that their fucking brains are wired.